Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark Bailey. I own a photography studio that I've had for 15 years and I've made every single mistake along the way. From that, I've learned an awful lot, and hopefully from this channel you can learn things from it which will help make your business a lot stronger and a lot more profitable. Profitability is what we're going to be focusing on every single video. Now, in our studio, we generate over 100 leads every single week. And we do that by focusing on 5 main areas that bring a consistent flow of leads into us. The first one is model calls. Now, these are fantastic for us. We focus on cake smash photography and newborn photography. Now, these will work in any single area of photography that you might be working on. We'll use different reasons for these model calls. It may be a case of that we're changing the pictures on the wall art around our studio, or maybe we're replacing the lookbook that we have for our clients that come in that gives them inspiration on the types of pictures they want from their shoots, or it may even just be a training session. Now, these work really, really well, and they don't give us any lower average spend than what our other clients would who were fully paid. What we find with these is that so long as we nurture them, make sure the client experience is correct, and make sure that our system looks after them the way it should do, then these clients still come in and they spend big with us. It's really good, and like I say, we don't see any difference between the average spend on a model call client or a fully paid client. And the next area is paid clients, and we tend to do this through meta ads. Now, over time, we've learned that to try and be present on every single platform will make you a little bit good. Is that the right terminology? You'll be okay along every single platform. Whereas a long time ago, somebody told me to choose one platform and become absolutely brilliant on it. And that's what we did. We focused on meta ads. We spent an awful lot on them, and we've learned a ton of benefits and things that help us to get our cost per lead really low and how to get the number of leads coming through. On this, we tend to focus on small budgets, but consistent budgets. I will run through meta ads and what we do in another video, because that's a long video that we would need to go through. But for here, it's something that you definitely need to be aware of. Now, again, the thing with meta ads or with any sort of paid advertising is it's predictable. You know what you're going to get. As long as you know your numbers, then you know if I spend X, I will see a certain return, and that's then scalable, which is really important for if you then need to ramp it up because you need more leads coming through, or if it's a case of there's too many, you can then turn it down, which is what happened to us recently. 100 leads is more than enough than what we need per week. The next area that we focus on would be competitions. These are brilliant. They work really, really well, but can't be run all the time. We tend to give something nice and big away, and then the rest of everybody else, we will then choose a certain amount, and those will become our runners-up, and they will win some sort of gift certificate for our studio. And the main thing to point out with all of this, regardless of whether the client is a fully paid client, whether they are a competition winner or anything, or runner-up or something like that, the price list stays exactly the same. That's what helps us keep our averages nice and high. Now, the next thing would be social media. I mentioned in a previous video that social media isn't your main focus, and it genuinely isn't. We don't look at this as a constant resource for leads coming through to us. This is what warms the clients to us. We need to have a presence there. They get to see who we are. They get a feel of what the studio is like, and that then when they see the advert or whether they see the model call or our competition, whatever it might be, they've already warmed to us and they're ready to engage with us at that point, and that just helps us come along. We do get people who will message us on Instagram or on Facebook or TikTok or something going, "Hi, I've seen so-and-so, I'd love to book him for a photo shoot." So we do get that coming through, but it's very difficult now to just bring leads on a consistent basis just through social media alone. The next thing that we do is referrals. Now, these are not a strategy, it's just a bonus. So long as we get the client experience right, which our system helps us do in the background through tons of automation, it works so good for us. It was hard setting it up, but I would definitely recommend that to increase your referrals and also client experience, work on your systems. There's another video that I've got which goes through the systems you should have in place which will help nurture these clients. And seriously, guys, once we got these in place, we saw our averages almost triple. It wasn't overnight because we had to tweak, and we still tweak all of our systems now because we monitor everything, but there's a lot of work now in the background that happens automatically, and you can set that up, and I definitely recommend looking at doing that. Now that's pretty much all the areas that we focus on. So it's only a short video, this one. The idea is to just give you a bit of a heads up that, you know, start thinking now, you know, can you do model calls? Can you do competitions? You know, are you doing paid advertising? If not, you should be, definitely. But what are you prepared to spend on, you know, getting a lead? Also, what's your conversion rate like? You don't want to bring in, like we do, you know, say 100 leads, and then if you've only got a conversion rate of say 10%, well, they're very expensive bookings that you're getting. However, if you're bringing in 100 leads and you're getting around about a 30 to 40% conversion rate, that's a big, big difference. And so you need to make sure you're good with your numbers and just track things. We have a lot of trackers in place as well, which if you would like them, drop me a comment, drop me an inbox, and I will send you over the daily tracker sheets that we have for monitoring, and they're really good to use. And, you know, they help you along with, you know, seeing how many phone calls you need for somebody to answer the phone call, because let's face it, it's difficult getting people to pick up the phone nowadays. And then also, you know, once you have that conversation, what's your conversion rate on those conversations? And you can use that to then start to map out a model, right, what's my marketing budget going to be and what is my return going to be on that marketing budget. Like I say, all of these that we've gone through in this video, I am going to go through one by one individually, because some of them, like the meta ads, need their own video. And once you get your head around it, meta ads is a great place for you to get leads. A lot of people don't like it, but in all honesty, put feelings aside, they bring a consistent flow in for you. But go and, you know, put a comment down on anything that you're struggling with, because then I can make a video about that for you as well. Reach out. I do reply to everybody, and you know, I will get back to you. And like I say, if you want this daily tracker sheet, send me a you know, a message, and I'll get that sent over to you, and I can explain it as well on how to use that. But if you found this useful, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. It really does help. It's a brand new channel, so it'd just be nice to know there's people out there that have found it useful. So likes would be great. If you could do a subscribe for me, I would massively appreciate it. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Bye.